Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Bruchminati. Had a little bit of time off. I'm back. I'm not gonna sit here and talk much, use up the oxygen. I'm just gonna say, let's get in there and kick some ass. Alright, turn 60. Let's see here. Finish clearing out Italy. Clear out some of the Mediterranean. Finally get a good push into Turkey here. Got just random heavies out here. This is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, maybe. Until I get that heavy up there. Alright, looks like the Middle East is right around the corner here. That'll be nice. Once we get the Middle East, we can start giving it to China. Alright, we almost got Turkey back. Make sure they can't keep taking that back over. Not so much I need that shit, but keeping them from getting it kind of makes you feel good. Fuck them biatches. Alright. A little bit of nuke action. Maybe one more for good measure. Well, not nuke, but strategic bombing. I've often said this, but this drive into like Siberia and Mongolia, Nepal sucks so bad. What's crazy is by 62, when we were like Germany, man, we were just finishing up. Now 62 don't even, with Sweden doesn't get us, you know, even taking out Russia yet. But I think the amount of time we play is still going to be about the same. Because literally when we started, we could, like, what, move 2 things, and that was a round. Move 2 more things again, build something, that was a round. And that went on to, like, what, 20 something? You know, once I get Terran and the level 4 industrial with the super heavies pumping out, the game's over for whoever I'm playing. It'd be kind of cool if this was multiplayer. But if you want a multiplayer game that's really badass, I think I've mentioned this before, Company of Heroes is a really badass war game, multiplayer. It also got a really good campaign. I remember when Call of Duties used to have a really good campaign, and now it's just like, it seems like they just throw it together and the main focus is multiplayer now. Back when I started playing Call of Duty, like the real early ones, man, the campaign that was the big thing. That's where most of the money was spent, it looked like. And now it looks like they rushed the campaign, the stories kind of suck, and then all the emphasis is put on the multiplayer. But anyway, Company of Hero, it's pretty cheap now. They still put out games for it. I know they just put out an expansion not that long ago. I haven't got it yet. I was wanting to make videos because there's 3 levels in the campaign, like recruit and I don't know, like sergeant and probably captain or something, I think it was. So I was going to put out the videos of beating all the levels on the hardest setting, because some of those levels are almost impossible to beat. I mean, there's a little bit of luck in some of the levels. But even to get the luck, you gotta have some strategy. But you earn medals, so that's why I wanted to beat everything on the hardest. So I will be putting those out, I think. I love that game so much. They used to have, I stumbled upon it one time, there was an online version of it. I think it was just called Company of Heroes Online. And that's how I got into the actual franchise. But there's a game older than that. I think it was called Axis and Allies. I think that was the name of it. And it was pretty cheesy, to be honest with you. But at that time, putting out a World War II game, I mean, I thought it was cool. And then there was another one, my first online World War II game multiplayer was, I think it was called Battlefield 1942. And to be honest, I would play it right now if I had it. I don't know if any of the servers are still up. I seriously doubt it. That was so many years ago. But it was a really good game, PC based. You know, you could fly the planes, had tanks, all kinds of vehicles, of course infantry. And it had a story mode too, so like a campaign. So if you wanted to check it out. I'm sure it's dirt cheap, but it's definitely worth it. $5, $10, I would buy it. Compared to like Call of Duty graphics, I mean it's like Nintendo 8-bit, but it still is a really fun game. I wouldn't say 8-bit, maybe Super Nintendo compared to PS4. Call of Duty. And Baghdad gets nuked. We're right about where ISIS is right now. Just go ahead and wipe out ISIS while we're up here, you know. What's crazy is what was the German cartoonist said something about Aragon? Not Aragon. Aragon? Shit, I don't even remember his name now. Turkey president. And Germany let them open up a criminal court case against him. I could not believe that. It's like Germany is so passive for World War II that they will just let anybody bend them over. It's ridiculous. You gotta find like a happy medium place where, you know, you're still tough, but you're still like, you know, you understand, you know, some of the shit that went on in history, so you're accommodating to people, but that's ridiculous. What's the world coming to when you can get a criminal freaking case going against I think he was a cartoonist, wasn't he? I need to read that story. I've just seen the headlines. I've browsed past it a few times. I'm still trying to think of the Turkey president's name. Erdogan. Aragon's a fucking guy off Lord of the Rings. Was it Erdogan? Shit. I'm about to bust out my phone and look. Please pause while we identify who the fuck I'm talking about. Erdogan. Alright, well there you have it. It's not fucking any Lord of the Rings character. Alright, let's look in on the game here a little bit. I've been rambling on for a while. Middle East is about down. Let's start advancing into China now. Taking these little shithole cities. Finally give it to this guy. And that brings us to the end of video 5. Not too bad. Made some headway, you know, got to the Middle East finally, which allows us to drive into China. Russia's pretty much out already, so we don't have to worry about them. Hope to see you for the next video. Bruchminati out.